Oh, there it is. That's weird. That was put it right in the middle of the entire map.
That's where mine's where it's supposed to be, and it doesn't move.
Yeah, well, you can.
Oh my god, mine's
can,
fallen off my computer.
Yeah, you
and
can.
It's on my keyboard.
You can right-click it and you can move it too, so you can unlock it. And
oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to move it anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a check versus your sleight of hand.
Okay.
Just need to look up, see if he has a skill. I know these guys don't.
Should I put it in Dice Tower? Or?
No, you don't have to. I'll do mine in
okay.
Dice Tower. All right. So he takes whatever weapons that you give him, and how many weapons do you have?
I only have that one, and I don't surrender.
Okay. Well, you are able to conceal it to where he does not find it, so you can get inside. And he says there's no floor charge tonight for you either. Compliments to the house.
Hey!
I would certainly hope not.
I'll put my arm around her, and we'll walk right in. Come on, trinkets!
Right on. All right, next. All right, Valek. Which, you're surrendering all your weapons?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have Pike.
Okay, he pats you down. Bailey, Soren.
Yeah, I'll surrender mine too.
Okay, Bailey, you get in. Soren. All right, you guys are in. Now let me go ahead and open this up for you a little bit. It's actually a pretty cool map.
As you notice, I'm super close to trinkets. Sup, baby?
Jeez, she is totally gonna punch you. So as you guys enter the bar, it's dimly lit, and it is filled with basically there are sweaty bodies that are just asses to elbows in here, and there is a haze of a narcotic smoke that you can definitely tell, and you can smell it, and in this pounding beat of high screeching vocals and all kinds of different types of musics that are blaring from the main stage, which is over in the northeastern corner of the nightclub. Now,
hey, who's playing?
There's also you have no clue who's playing, but there is I don't know. I guess you could do a culture check for me while I'm giving you the description of this place. There is a bar that kind of winds around the northwest corner of the building. And on top of the bar, there's all kinds of drinks and there's all kinds of drugs that are for sale as well. Now, there are some booths that are lining the south wall, as you can see all of them here. And you can also see that there are 4 stages that have some gyrating dancers that are scantily dressed. And these are these platforms here. Here's one here. Here's one in the middle. Here's one up towards the northeastern part of the building and the northwest part. And like I said, these are scantily dressed females, and they're just kind of, they're gyrating and stuff up there. Yeah. Yeah, they're raised. They're just humans, pretty much. Most, yeah.
Just humans? Man, you got a fetish. They're just humans. Come on,
the
I want to
dance
see
floor
some
is
insects.
definitely crowded. So this is going to be considered difficult terrain because of everybody is pretty much asses to elbows in here. All right.
I'm gonna start moonwalking, Dave, like a robot. I'm just gonna moonwalk and kind of robot, do the robot all the way through to that table, or to that. Is that the? Let's see. There's that door.
Yeah, there's a door here that says staff only. And it's on the western wall. All right, so you guys are going in. You guys are surrendering your weapons. The door's shut behind you. The music's loud. It's blaring. People are dancing everywhere. Smoke is in the air. What are you guys doing?
Well, the first thing we've got to do is look for people selling drugs.
There are plenty of them up there on the bar in the northwestern corner.
I'm gonna have Kevin just record it the whole time. That'll make them uncomfortable.
Sure. I can just imagine how distorted that audio would be as well. I mean, unless you have some pretty good equipment, which for level 1, so I don't know how good.
Actually, that reminds me, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling Cricket, I've got pretty good equipment.
But there's lots of people around, so you guys are free.
I don't even smile at his comment, and I move directly to the staff entrance.
Dave,
and I'm
did
just
the door close behind us?
It did, yes. The door did close behind you, and there is still one bouncer there that is keeping an eye on that closet there. And not only, this is not only where they took your guns. I mean, you could actually see inside of there. There's a couple of windows as well, and you can see that there's a bunch of like jackets and stuff hanging up in there. So it's like a jacket/gun closet.
Yeah, just like you would see in Chicago.
Do we see any other guards? Anybody like guards?
Not in here, no, but there are some employees or some servers walking around and stuff like that.
And is most everybody human?
Just the one
or
bouncer
just
that's here at the jacket door. Yeah, there is one. Yeah. I mean, he looks like a thug. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I motion everybody to, to come in close. Let's say, hey, I can daze this guy, and we can get our weapons back. What do you think?
I think that's a mistake. Maybe.
Let's put the pin in that and maybe come back to that.
You guys are talking about this stuff right in front of a bouncer.
We're whispering.
We assume we moved over.
Okay, all right. Well, then move your tokens because I'm looking at where you're pretty much on the map. So there you go.
But where'd that vest go?
Where are these drugs?
Typical vest.
Cancer 6, all kinds of stuff. Injections, pills, vials of alcohol, all kinds of stuff. Whatever you want, you can get.
Everyone scout out. Gain information first. And
5 credits. Valak. All right, so what are you guys talking about as the thug? I love how Valak and Sarn are going right up to the bar.
I think we talked about it.
Kind of spreading out then. 404, you're kind of recognized by a couple people. They kind of come up to you and say, "Hey, what's going on, 404? Can I buy you a drink?"
I'll put on my emoticon where I'm kind of self-blinking. I'm blinking a little bit, and then I'll do a screenshot and email it to them. I'll do a near-field communication. That's how I transmit my signature.
Nice.
There you go.
So you just have them put their email on your pad then, right?
Oh yeah, I do, Dave.
All right.
Is there any doors to the east or anything? Or
there are not. No, just the only door is that double door that's right there on the left-hand side, and it says, and it's marked staff only.
I make my way over to this door and casually check it to see if it's locked.
Give me a perception check. Or it's notice, right?
No, it's perception.
8!
I think it would be perception.
Geez, that was pretty low.
Yeah, you can tell that the door is not locked. You don't, because there's sort of like a little gap between the double doors, and you don't see the bar that kind of goes in between the two doors. Yeah, looks like you could just swing it open. Just pull the handle and swing it open. Well, actually,
okay, yeah.
You would swing it open by pushing it in, so.
Right. I just checked to see if I could open it or not. Away from it.
Yeah, it's definitely not locked, though. And then the guy over at the door kind of looks at you, kind of gives you a look as you're going over there, kind of looking at the door. But then he sees you go over to the bar, and then he kind of just turns.
Yeah, I thought it was the bathroom.
Yeah, and then there's, people getting their coats and their guns and stuff, and they're leaving, so, well, their weaponry. Valek, Soren, what are you guys getting over at the bar? 5 credits apiece, whatever you want, drink or any drink you want, or any type of narcotic or whatever.
How about a drink?
All right. You looking up at that chick that's dancing up on the platform up there, 404?
Hello, you said the 3 magic words: naked.
I didn't say naked. I said scantily dressed women. I didn't say naked.
Yeah, we're keeping it PG.
Well, hey, keep in mind I've got X-ray. I got infrared. Oh yeah! Right. Look at the heat signature on that one.
Bailey, what about you? Yeah, a couple of the booths they're available as well. The booths, and there's quite a few spots. Well, most of the people are out like dancing and stuff like that, but there are some spots up at the bar also. So, Bailey, what about you? And what is the plan here? What are you guys going to be doing?
It's like every bar, Dave. I'm going to try to get laid.
And the double door keeps swinging open as well, with more people being escorted in, and of course guns being put into the closet and stuff, jackets, hats.
I was giving everyone else a chance to do things.
Yeah, I want to ask the bartender here if he knows anything about the Downside Kings.
Hey, what can I get you there, sweetie? Oh, the Downside Kings. I don't know what you're talking about. We're this is the Fusion Queen. We don't have. I don't even know what the Downside Kings are. Why don't you give me a sense motive check? If you have sense motive, give that to me as you're interacting with the bartender behind the bar. The tender behind the bar.
Yeah, I don't have it trained, but
yeah, you can. Yeah, nice. Oh man, so clutch. You can tell that she's lying. Yeah, you can definitely tell that she's lying. She definitely knows something about the Downside Kings, but she's saying she doesn't know what you're talking about.
So I pass her the cred chip and tell her thanks, and I'm gonna walk over there by Valek.
Yeah, you just swipe it in there, one of their little registers there, like a little mini kiosk when you order whatever you want. Soren, what about you?
Hey, Valek, I think we're in the right place.
I agree.
Bartender's definitely lying about not knowing who the Downside Kings are.
Oh, you mean about the mission? Yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely lying. You could definitely tell that she was lying for sure. And of course, 404 climbs up onto the top and basically kicks the chick that's dancing up there. He just pretty much kicks her off. She falls down.
I'm just dancing with her. Like, everybody do the robot.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And if I know these types of bars, no one heard anything you said.
Well, luckily I got a megaphone on Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's following around too.
Is he invisible, Dave?
He is.
No.
He is not
Guys,
invisible.
that staff door's not locked.
Yeah, the Downside Kings are definitely here. They're probably just past that door. What do you say we get our weapons and go check it out?
That seems like it's just going to lead to violence to me. Let's do it!
Exactly.
Ah!
That's what we're here for.
We're going into murder hobo mode. Let's do it. I love it. Sometimes you just need to resort to violence. I mean, that's just the way it is.
I do want to try one more thing in the bar.
What's that?
So give me just a moment. So I move over to the bar, push my way up.
Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you? You want something to drink, something to inject? What do you want tonight, silly?
Wow, all my friends were telling me I should try this new drink called the Ferrani Nadas.
Oh, yes, it's got pineapple and it's got a little umbrella with a cherry on it. Would you like one of those, silly?
Yeah, let me have one of those.
All right. He whips you up one really quickly.
Oh, and drowned it.
Oh, silly. Slap me silly. And he drowns it for you. Gives it and pushes it over to the bar and he goes, 5 credits, please. And he kind of puts the little swiper up there for you.
Swiper, no swiping.
I grab it and taste it first. I don't pay.
It's not
What's
too
it
bad.
taste like, Dave?
They're using top-notch alcohol, that's for sure. They're using the good stuff. It tastes like pineapples and sort of like maybe like a Mai Tai cocktail. Something sweet and fruity.
I'm acting all drunk and everything, but I push it back towards him enough that it like slides off the table. I thought this Ferrani Nadas was something good. It sounds like it's just a bunch of shit.
Whoa, easy there, sailor. And he's like, so you're not going to pay for this? You just wasted great alcohol. I guess I should have you you're cut off, girl. You're just totally wasted. You're not getting any more. Not from me anyways.
Let's give him a whatever hand sign and then walk away.
Kind of scans your bracelet. Everybody has these bracelets on, as you guys are coming in. And basically it has on there inebriated pretty much. No more serving. It says on your bracelet. So what was the goal of going over there and getting one of those drinks?
All right, guys, I threw out the name Ferrani Nadas and it didn't even bother them.
I told you she was lying.
Yeah, give me a sense motive on that check. Give me a sense motive, Vay. Yeah, you. That was a pretty bad check. Yeah,
Just trust me. I know what I'm talking about.
You think the tender was just oblivious?
Yeah, maybe my bartender just wasn't in the know.
Hey, I can send Kevin to spin around Trinket, kind of pick up some conversations if you want to overhear anything.
Well, trying to speed it up a little bit. Not trying to like rush him or anything, but I'm just trying to speed it up.
Yeah, go ahead and reconnaissance. Do it.
I think that's what, Dave, I want to kind of scan the room a little bit. And, like before we saw that one guy that looked serious that was kind of guarding the coat closet and the weapons. I just want to scan a little bit more and see who looks kind of seedy or thug-like.
Sure. There's another little token out for Kevin, and I'm going to shrink it down a little bit so we can tell the two apart.
Okay.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Getting on
I'm gonna
down.
start buzzing Kevin around, and he's just gonna be like hovering. And I think I'm gonna kind of be next to him, and I'm doing all these kind of model shots, like Kevin's like a photographer going, "Oh yeah, looks good. Oh, that's good." And then I'll be doing like all these, "Ooh, this pose, strike a pose." But all the time as I'm doing that, I'm kind of letting Kevin see if he can pick up some conversation from people. We want to learn a little bit more about the thuggy nature of this area. Or maybe where,
Well, the only thing, the only thing that you can tell, the only thing that you can really hear is a couple of the tenders back there behind the bar. They were saying that one of the patrons was asking about the Downside Kings. Now, everybody give me a Give me a perception check as well. Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh my god, I gotta get these low rolls out of the way. Looks like all of us do.
I love that. Well, I did all right. I love that Bailey got a critical 1 perception check. He was like staring at somebody's back of their head or something. What's going on?
I was in his way.
I was watching the dancers.
Right.
That's what it was.
Now, both Valek and 404, you two can pretty much tell that the logo for the Fusion Queen is pretty much a stylized crown, which is like an upside down version of the Downside Kings logo. Because as you guys were coming into the neighborhood, you could tell from a bunch of graffiti and stuff all over the buildings. So basically this logo for the Fusion Queen is like a slightly modified upside down Downside Kings logo.
This whole time I thought, I'm going to go ahead and relay that to the rest of the group. But this whole time I thought that was just a bunch of rulers that had Down syndrome. But now I understand a lot more of what the Downside Kings really are.
Yep, that's the logo. Like I said, music's beating all around you. People are dancing all around you. The lights are all kind of going around in emotion, sort of like I guess you could say like a train of lights. Kind of. I mean, it's just so crazy in here. It's like a lot of stuff is going on.
Did you
the
say
band up on the
train? Come on, everybody!
Oh, God.
All right, guys. All right. Let's make a move.
Some people start doing the train as well.
Now, Dave, you say it's asses to elbows everywhere, right?
Yeah, it is.
Even at the entrance too,
Yeah,
right?
It's pretty busy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, guys. I say we get over there close to the guy.
So as people go
one
out,
guy
they let that amount of people in. So yeah.
All right. So that one guy that's guarding our shit, or your shit.
Yeah, but that, like I said, those double doors are swinging open every minute or so, letting more people in as people are leaving. So, I mean, it's possible, but you would probably have to do something pretty quickly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bailey, you said you could shock somebody somehow or something? As I'm right beside.
Oh, that'd be Zorn. I can daze that guy.
Yeah, if you can temporarily put them out of commission just for a second. All we need to do is you guys get in there, get your stuff, and we head through that staff door. Take care of business.
All right, let's go.
How hard would I have to punch somebody to knock somebody out?
You'd have to pretty much take all of their stamina and all their hit points at one time.
Okay.
You could do a nut kick.
All right, so I guess I start dancing and moving, or around this guy.
Sure.
We'll just kind of dance, look like we're blending in, right? We're having a good time, drinking, partying.
Sure. The bouncer says, "Are you guys ready to go? You guys just got here. You're ready to go already?" And he opens up the closet and he goes, "I'll get your stuff. You guys taking off already then, right?"
I just hold my hand up and cast daze.
You cast what?
Daze.
Okay, and what does daze entail?
It short circuits the mind of a humanoid creature with a CR of 3 or lower, so that it is dazed, which means it's unable to take actions, that takes no penalty to AC.
Yep, it is a condition. So is there any kind of saving throw or anything like that involved?
Yeah, it looks like willpower negates.
All right. So I will go ahead and do a willpower saving throw.
Sucks for this guy, because his name is Will.
His last name's Power.
Damn! He's saved! Willpower!
0.
or it's just religion. Hey, everybody.
He pretty much fails. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. He rolled a 1 anyway, so he is dazed as he's in the doorway.
Okay, it looks like it lasts 1 round. Let's get in here. So I just hold him up and push him back into the room.
To say, or I can pick him up.
We just dance with him. We dance with him.
Let's go ahead and we'll go to Bailey first. So you're right in front of him. So you're going to push him in. So we'll say that it's pretty much you're going to be able to take like half your movement as you push him in. Now, where are you pushing him into? Bailey, where are you pushing him into?
Probably down one more spot.
Okay. All right, and inside of this room, like I said, there is a bunch of coats hanging up, a bunch of weapons and stuff as well. A bunch of mostly pistols, pretty much all pistols, except for if you guys have any rifles or long guns.
404. Maybe we should take his clothes off.
All right, so Bailey, what are you doing now? You're pretty much going to be next.
Do I see my weapons? Our weapons anywhere?
Sure.
Specifically ours.
Yeah, it'll take you once you push them in. It'll take you the rest of your round to pretty much look to see where the weapons are at. And they're pretty much up here on this end, so you can find it. All right, so Soren, what about you? Soren?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my weapon.
Okay. Be up there. 404. Grabbing your weapon.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the an emoticon of me whistling, and I'm going to just slowly, put my hand behind my back and just like and come back in here. So now I'm inside there while good old Kev just kind of buzzes around and checks things out for me.
Okay. Valek, what about you?
I guess I'll try to go in and sneak in if I can. Grab my weapon.
Yeah, you don't have to sneak in. I mean, you can just go in and find your weapons. Now remember, you're still in a crowded bar. Well, in this crowded nightclub, what are you guys doing with your weapons? I mean, are you guys concealing them? And who's got guns and who's got any type of weapon that's larger than a pistol? I mean, those are things that you guys need to take into consideration, because I don't think if you guys come out of this room with a bunch of large weapons pointed around all over the place, I think this place is going to go into a frenzy. You know what I mean? That's what I would imagine. Now, lastly, Trinkets, what about you?
I'm not doing anything. I have my own weapon.
Okay, so what about the other guys? Now, this is going to be the next round as you guys find your weapons. We're in the next round. So what do you guys want to do? We'll go back to Bailey. I mean,
I'm just dancing around with the other guys.
Yeah, now, large weapons and stuff, like I said, you need to take that into consideration. So, Bailey, you can go ahead and do your moves and stuff. And do you have any large weapons? And if you do, what are you doing with them?
Largest I have is a needler pistol and a survival knife, so...
Okay, so you can pretty much conceal those as you're moving out of the coat closet, all right?
Hey Bailey, how does it feel being out of the closet?
And this guy is dazed for 1 round, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's refreshing. 404.
So why don't we go ahead and let's just go ahead and roll initiative as well. So Bailey, as part of your movement, you can do whatever you want to do with this guy here, because this thug, this bouncer, he's pulling out a handgun. He's definitely pulling out a laser pistol, that's for sure.
The website did initiative twice. First one was 15.
Okay. Yeah, just get in there and you can change that number. Miss America. Thanks so much, Miss America. I appreciate it. All right, so it looks like everybody's got initiatives rolled. Bailey, you got the highest roll, so go ahead and do what you're doing.
It's not letting me change it. I rolled a 15 on the first roll.
All right, it'll be Valek first. Thank you guys for the follows.
You said he pulled a pistol?
Yeah, he definitely pulled a pistol, yeah. Well, it looks like he is pulling his pistol. It's not his turn yet, so. But yes, he is definitely pulling a pistol.
So now I have my spear.
A fucking massive spear.
It's not like I'm going to hide it.
Yeah. You got any other weapons? Like handguns or anything like that? Pistols or anything?
I do not.
Well, I do have a tank.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
Do what you're going to do, all right?
Let me find my thing
You're
here.
attacking his kinetic armor class. Yeah, just put the number in the modifier box and just roll the 20. There you go. All right, that's a 14 versus his kinetic armor class, which is a hit. You can go ahead and roll damage. These guys have 13 hit points apiece, so... Wow, yeah, you gore this guy really good. I mean, you actually gore him so good you lift him up. But he's not quite dead, but he is hurt pretty badly. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll go to Bailey now. What are you going to do, Bailey?
I guess I'll try to finish him up with my survival knife.
Okay. We'll be streaming for about another 2.5 hours, Miss America. Miss America. All right, so an 11 versus kinetic AC is barely a miss. He kind of dodges out of the way. All right, 404, you're up.
I'm gonna shut this door first, Dave.
Good move. Very good move.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him with my needle gun. It's very, very awesome. All right, give me a sec.
What's up, Duffs?
Come on, baby.
All right, so let's see your attack. There it is.
There it is.
So that
7.
is that's a miss.
I was aiming for the wall, Dave. Did I tell you that? So if I missed the wall, would I accidentally hit him?
Nice try.
No. So the double door swings open, Trinkets, and this guy walks in again. And he kind of looks around and is like, "What the heck is going on here?"
I see him move in.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I kind of dance over towards him.
Well, it's not your turn yet, so.
All right, then
This
I
is
just
this
kind
guy's
of
turn.
okay. As a free action, then I can tell him.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Yeah, that's kind of yell at him. He had to go to the bathroom. He told me to watch the door, but it's locked.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
I guess that wouldn't be. I guess
bluff.
it would be
That's
bluff.
bluff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it would be bluff.
And I get a D6, but that's 15.
Oh, snap.
All right. So he says, and he lets a couple more people in,
Tacos.
and then he walks back outside and shuts the door. Yeah, because he says, he kind of looks around like, where in the hell is this guy at? You know, where's this guy supposed to be at the door?
Right.
And then he just kind of shakes his head, and you can hear him kind of, well, you can't hear him, but you can see him kind of sigh, and then he walks outside, and then the double door shuts. You're so lucky on that persuasion check.
Plus, it was just taco night, so it.
All right,
you got
so
an
you're up
extra
now,
bonus.
Trinkets. What are you
I
doing?
hope so, because that's all I can do is bluff and intimidate.
That's the icon. All right. What about you now?
Or the envoy.
Yeah, the envoy. Yeah, my bad.
I'm not doing anything, I guess. I just wait right here, continuing to dance and ward off
holding any actions
guards.
or anything, or because you can actually hold actions in Starfinder. So.
All right, yeah. If I will hold an action to, if I get attacked, I will use the reaction to fire back.
Okay. And Soren, what about you?
I'm gonna hold right here. I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay. This guy here, he's going to pull out his weapon. And when he pulls out his weapon, he is going to fire it. He's going to basically point blank shoot at you, Bailey. So both of you guys are going to get attacks of opportunity. Because in Starfinder, any kind of ranged or spell cast that's an adjacent, then you get an attack of opportunity. So I guess it would be... and now how does that work in Starfinder? Would it be just Bailey, or would it be both Bailey and Valek because they're both in reach? I would imagine it would be both.
Plus, shouldn't we be getting flanking?
Well, yeah, but you're not flanking anything right now.
I was flanking him, and I rolled an 11. You said it just missed.
Too late.
Flanking is when are you flanking him? I mean, you have to be on the other side of him. Flanking needs to be like this, you know what I mean? Or like this.
I'm thinking Hellfrost. Never mind.
Oh, you're talking about the gangbang bonus.
The gangbang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the gangbang bonus. Yeah, the gang up bonus. Yeah, go ahead and both of you guys can give me an attack of opportunity. All right, so your attack of opportunity is a miss, Valek. Bailey, yours is a hit. So let's see if you take this bouncer out. You guys can make macros for your attacks down there and put them on the macro bar down there. Might be a little bit easier for you. You have any bonus? Do you have any bonus damage or anything like that? I don't. Oh, actually, I don't think there's on. Well, no, there might be.
Some pistols do.
Should be. Yeah. Does your
this is a survival knife.
Okay, so that would be what, strength based, right?
I'm an operative, so it's dex based.
Okay, so do you have a bonus for dex as well? Because you would calculate that into your damage also.
My dex modifier. 4.
All right, so you would do 5 damage. All right, so that'll take out the bouncer. Yeah, next time just put in the modifier box down there in the lower left. Just put that in there, and then it'll add that in there on the roll. All right, so this guy goes down. You guys kill this guy. You pull your knife out, and then he slides down the wall to where he's sitting, and then his head kind of just slumps over. He's dead.
We need to throw some coats on him.
I was just about to say that.
Get that guy a coat, right? Okay,
Someone needs to check him.
Yeah, this guy is definitely dead.
Are we at a... Let's see. What else do we see in this room, Dave?
There are just a bunch of handguns, and much like the ones that you guys have, and a bunch of coats. And that's about it.
How about a video camera, Dave?
There are no video cameras in here.
Just making sure.
Can I take a handgun?
Sure, you could take the handgun off of this guy. It's a azimuth laser pistol.
Okay, I want to do that, so I have a range.
Those things suck. I've got one.
And we threw a
Hey,
bunch of coats.
better nothing.
Yeah, an azimuth laser pistol.
And I'll wipe the blood off of my knife on the dead guy.
All right. So what are you guys doing now? Are you guys putting coats on top of them? I know you guys were saying that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all kind of work together to do that. All right. So what do you guys want to do now as another round goes by? It doesn't look like those guys are coming back in as of yet, Trinket. I mean, only about 10 to 15 seconds has gone by since the bouncer at the door came in. So you guys would probably have a little bit more time. You know what I mean?
If 404 is right there next to me, I ask him, is there any way he can jam the lock on that door?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can use my mechanic tools and see what I can do.
Yeah, that's a good thing because he used like one of those hotel room like credit card keys. So yeah, you could probably do something like that with a computer check, right?
Now, Trinket, do you want me to do it while those guys are in there, or wait for them to come out?
Whatever.
Quickly, time is ticking, guys. I mean, time is ticking. This is time sensitive here.
Should do that front door too.
Well, let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna roll the. Let me see what would be a good skill. I'm assuming engineering.
It'd be computers, right? Don't you have computers?
Oh yeah. Computers would be better. All right, so here we go. Boom!
Yeah, that's good.
It's really trained, but it's just what this thing says.
Yeah, you can hear the locks click, like click, click, click. All right, so that thing is, you've got it to where it's jammed pretty much.
All right,
Perfect.
404. Go make a diversion so we get Valak around the corner.
Yeah, I'm trying to hide like beside like people and trying to hide my pike as best I can in my armor.
Just a quick thing for 404. If it were trained, you would also get an additional +3. And plus the rank that you put into it.
Yeah, if it's a class skill and you train it, it's 3 base and then your modifier and then the ranks.
I asked 404, like Bale said, to go over in the corner and make like a distraction.
Yeah, all right. Like a boss. And I'll start walking slowly over there.
Okay, so what type of distraction are you doing, and what is everybody else doing as well? And what is the goal here? You guys are like going to burst through the door here, or what? Is that what it looks like you guys are going to do? That's how I'm talking.
Yeah, I'm telling the guys that we don't want to really burst, but we do want to walk in. We are going through that door to the left.
Yeah, so he's gonna make a diversion so we can get Valak kind of around the corner here without anybody seeing his weapon.
Oh, you mean that huge 6-foot-long weapon that he's carrying?
We put a hat on it, Dave.
Yeah.
Did you put a coat and a hat on it?
Put a coat and hat on it. We think that it's a stick person from the planet Nut Bob. He can run it like a stick puppet.
It's one of those skinny bug creatures.
You know what? I'll entertain that. I mean, that's ingenious. A hat with a fucking coat. I'll entertain it. All right,
just run it like a puppet.
Yeah. So you can have that. You have that on your pike there. Like so what are you doing? Like dancing with it or something? I don't know. I have no fucking clue what you're doing. But
That's
that
right.
is genius.
Like dancing around.
Yeah. La 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 la.
The problem is he'll forget, and then he'll try to make out with it and cut his tongue.
Bailey, Soren, what are you guys doing?
Best for ugly, but
All right, so as 404 is making that diversion, we're gonna slip around the corner here to the door.
Yeah, they do. If we're not in combat, I'll just move there also.
All right. Yeah, the door's unlocked, so the door's basically unlocked. You guys can go in if you want to. And there's a couple people looking, but I mean, you guys are okay. Yeah, dancing with your weapon with a coat on it and a hat, a top hat. Yeah. Going into the door, I guess. Yes. No.
Let's do it.
not trying to speed you guys along. Just we got.
I'm motioning 404. I don't know what the fuck
Okay,
he's doing.
I was standing up. I was doing a distraction here. I was jumping up on this bar, spinning around like I'm all kinds of awesome. I started, break dancing and doing a spin and all kinds of emoticons and colors flashing across the front of my face.
Sir, will you please get down from the bar? You can't be up here. And you're like kind of knocking stuff off of the bar. Sir, you're not supposed to be up here. And then he goes to his, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to get down or what?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I've had too much to drink.
Because the server...
The server is Big Gay Al.
Hello?
I'm super. Thanks for asking. But...
Oh, my God. You look beautiful.
He actually does have a name tag that says, an electronic name tag that says, hi, my name is Al. But anyways... Yeah,
wow.
Because he was
that's
just fixing
perfect.
to go to his walkie that he had. He was going to call for some type of security or something, but as
quick, Dave.
got down, he put the,
And I do a slow emoticon rainbow. Slow emoticon rainbow across my lens.
Oh my
and then
God.
Then I make some glitter kind of come across there, and
He
then I
just
yell,
shakes his head.
Sparkle!
He just gives you jazz hands, and just shakes his head and goes back to working, cleaning up the mess that you just made for him.
And then I slowly just blend in with the crowd, all Assassin's Creed style. And then I'm going to come back through and follow these dorks in.
All right. So who's opening up the door?
I'll do it.
After you, Villic.
All right. So you open up the door. All right. And in front of you, there are pretty much 4 Downside King members. These guys are in the same type of attire that you had seen back on Docking Bay 94. And this is definitely a large storeroom, that's for sure. It's got all kinds of supplies for the bar, all kinds of like bottles of alcohol, rolls of paper towels, toilet paper, all that shit, There's kegs of beer, boxes of food, and all kinds of other like boxes of stuff. And then in one corner there is a couple of amplifiers, some musical instruments, and a couple of costumes for the club's entertainers. And then you can also see that there is a single door that is on the north wall. Now, as you guys open up the door, Bailey, you go ahead and walk in, so go ahead and take your movement. All right. And as a free action, a couple of the guys are sitting down and say, hey, you can't be in here. And they start to draw their weapons. So roll initiative. You know what? In fact, I'm going to give you guys the benefit. I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead and roll your initiative anyway. But I'm going to let you guys have the element of surprise. I'm actually going to let you guys have the element of surprise on this, because as a GM, I actually am determining that you would have it, because these guys are drinking around the table. These guys are smoking and drinking. They're playing cards and stuff. So yeah, you guys are going to take these guys by surprise.
And I'm sure Bailey said, "I thought this was the bathroom."
That was actually what I was going to say.
Right? Acted all drunk and staggering and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of perception checks to see if these guys can actually go as part of the surprise round, because that's how it works. So I have to do a couple of perception checks, and give me a stealth check as you enter the room, Bailey. So it'll basically be like a perception versus your stealth. And these guys, wow, these guys get plus 10. Wow, these guys actually get a hell of a good plus 10 to their roll. That's pretty damn good.
It's because they're human.
All right, so the first one notices you. So Downside King member number 1 is going to get to go. Let's see, the second member, he failed. The third Downside King member, he failed. And the fourth member, He fails. So the only one that actually stands up is this guy here. He stands up and says, hey, you can't be in here. And he's the one that pulls his weapon as everybody else is like kind of deer in the headlights. So you guys have rolled initiative.